ZZZ Season 2 is officially over, or at least it will be by the time this video comes out. Despite the many criticisms this season got, I still liked a good chunk of the agents we ended up getting. So today I'm reflecting on said agents with my good buddy Lady Lilac, and we're gonna ramble about our personal opinions on every one of them. And when I say ramble, I do mean ramble. This is a very unorthodox video. I hope you enjoy. We're going by categories here. Is there story, character, personality, design, mechanics, kit, and whether we ever get pulling or not pulling. This will be interesting because we pulled for different characters throughout the entirety of season 2. Some that we like, some that we don't. So this will be a good back and forth. And so we're going by patches. So we're starting with season 2, 2.0.
I'm a bit more picky with my polls, so yeah.
I mean, it's alright, like...
She's alright. I mean, I think she's the best designed out of all 4 of these,
Really?
to be honest.
Wow, I wasn't expecting you to say that. Because a lot of people did not like her design initially.
I mean, I still don't like it, but she's better. She's better than all the rest, which is saying something.
Yeah, I like her design fine enough. You know, I think it's because like the biggest criticism I heard people saying was that she doesn't look like a grandmaster, but I really do feel like it ties into her lax personality. Shifu seems like a very go with the flow kind of person, and I feel like her outfit kind of reflects that. Now, as for story, I feel like that's a bit more controversial considering a lot of people say she kind of robs the plot of any tension. I'm not gonna completely disagree with that. I think it's mainly just the problem with having an incredibly strong character that you live with is the main problem. I like to compare Shifu to Gojo in a sense from Jujutsu Kaisen. They're both
He's nothing like Gojo.
Okay, in terms of like their whole mentor status, where they're supposed to be teaching you their disciple, I feel like the comparisons are there. Obviously, in terms of personality, they stop, but...
The difference is that Gojo rarely intervenes because he wants his students to learn, which I feel like Yishun intervenes too much.
I remember people were having a problem with Yijun always butting into the story, and here, like, in 2.0, it makes sense, it's her patch, it's her story, it makes sense. In 2.1, maybe I can understand, but considering the main threat was miasmic fiends, which was, you know, a memory of her dead sister, it would be weird if she didn't.
I mean, but she didn't really have any reaction to it?
Understandable. That's an understandable argument. I get it. I wish there was more Tuesday. Here's what I thought was going to happen at the beginning of season 2. I thought Yijun was going to be a more prominent character. Like, it was going to be like a reverse of Miyabi. You know how we see Miyabi like every now and then throughout the entirety of season 1? I thought it was kind of going to be like the inverse of that with Yijun. Obviously, we didn't get that shit. But I understand the complaint is that we could have gotten more. Still, she dealt with the problem. I feel like it was weird for people to expect her not to deal with that problem. In 2.2, I can understand why the complaint is there, because, I mean, 2.2 does kind of glaze her a lot.
I feel like she could have been written better in her own, like, patch or whatever. Like,
her whole personality, I feel like, is one that it's harder to come to grasp with compared to most other agents, because she's kind of like the aloof, lax Zen mentor figure that you kind of have a hard time reading. But I still kind of like her because of that, because it feels like just a tad bit more real. For me personally, at least.
Honestly, it would have been better if she was like a senior more than the mentor, and like she just got graduated to mentor after like the whole arc.
Ooh,
maybe.
You know, actually, I think would have probably made her just a tad bit more likable if she was actually like, if they really leaned heavy into the whole, she's a mentor, but she's not a very good mentor aspect. You know, like if she was, like her whole teaching personality is that she's like a hands-off teacher. She'd rather have her students come to terms with her own with their own path. She sees life as like there's multiple different paths that you can take. There's no true right path, and I don't really mind that, but I do think it probably would have been a bit funnier if they kind of highlighted the fact that she isn't a good mentor in a sense. Because in 2.5, I know we're jumping ahead, but there was that whole fiasco with Xu Yuan basically like pointing the finger at her, saying that her and that other dude whose name I completely forgot.
It's okay, it doesn't matter.
Or like the reason why Ye Shengguang is in the particular position she is with the Xingming sword. And the other guy, I still can't remember his name, but I know he was pretty much like the scapegoat, basically to have to shoulder most of the blame so Yuzhuan didn't look as bad. And I don't really like that. I think it would have been more interesting if because Yuzhuan herself says that she subconsciously avoided the Qingming sword, and we know that if a particular person touches the Qingming sword and it has like an affinity for it, then they're bound by it. So I don't know, it's still pretty messy. I'm not trying to say it could have been better written, but I do feel like there could have been certain decisions that could have been made that didn't have to have her haphazardly written out of the story, because 2.3 and onward she really is just kind of gone. It's just this character could have been handled better, but for what we got, I still like her a lot.
She'll come back and she'll be written better somewhere in season 3. Who knows?
Maybe, fingers crossed. We still have no idea who managed to keep her occupied for as long as they did, which is like the biggest reason why she was pretty much shoehorned out of the story. I thought it was Sarah, but apparently that's not the case, so who knows? Maybe it could be Bramiel, maybe it could be somebody else, maybe it could be another Void Hunter level character, I don't know.
Gameplay wise, I think her ink powers are the most interesting thing about her, because like, I don't know, that's like writing seals and stuff with ink, and the bird's cute, you know?
So like her whole thing, being the first Rupture character, is that she obviously ignores defense, but she has 2 ults, and you know, it's basically a measure of spending adrenaline meter, building up the first meter so you can use your ult, and then if you have enough decibels, you can just use the second ult on top of that. That's fun. And she's the only Blade Hunter character I've pulled, which I feel like should be saying something, because I think she's just that fun. Really, she has a built-in parry mechanic, kind of like Miyabi, but I think I like Yuzhuan just a tad bit more when it comes to gameplay.
You mean a lot bit more than Miyabi. You don't
Yeah,
like Miyabi.
I don't like Miyabi at all.
I know you don't. I like her.
I mean, playing her wasn't.
She got a new outfit.
Playing her wasn't terrible. It's just a little too brain dead for me, and I feel like Yuzhuan like tickles the muscles in my brain just a bit more, makes me think a little bit when it comes to combat.
Yeah, why didn't you pull for Banyue then? Because he's like skilled.
Because I have Monato, damn it. I don't need Banyue. So I don't regret pulling Yuzhuan at all.
And I don't get not pulling for hers, because I don't care. Even though I only have 1 Rupture character, but it's fine, let's continue.
Alright, she's there. She's cute.
Another Fire Stun agent. I didn't like her. Her stupid character story could have gone so much better. Why did they make the tiger guy evil? It made no sense whatsoever.
So I think the point is supposed to highlight the fact that the Tiger Thyrans are kind of like there's a whole thing with the Tiger Bane Bell and how that's supposed to like siphon off other Tiger Thyrans energy to boost them up. So like almost like a cannibalistic thing between the whole thing, the whole Tiger Tyrant race, whatever you want to call it. It's okay. You know, her agent story was fine.
I play 2 Hoyo games instead of 1, so I'm tired of like the bad guy being like the same as the spotlight character but evil, and I'm like, stop it, just have internal conflict for once in your life, please.
I think that's like the problem with being the secondary character the secondary aspect character in the patches are obviously not going to get nearly as much spotlight, especially compared to a freaking Void Hunter. Sorry, Void Hunter level investigator. Gotta clarify that. But
They didn't have to make a story.
not really. I can understand why to expand on like their whole Tiger Thyron backstory. It's just she's fine. That's about it. I can't really say she's cute. She's fine.
I do like this about her personality. I like that she wants to be like a kung fu movie protagonist. I think that's really cute.
She likes to be viewed as strong, despite being a tiny, cute tiger thyron. Try not to say cat thyron because she hates that. I don't think either of us pulled her, right? None of us pulled her.
No, we have lighter.
We have
I wouldn't want anyone else but lighter.
I mean, I know her whole thing is that she's like, she gives aftershock. She's like almost similar to Trigger. She's an off-field stunner, and she increases your decibel limit. So that's kind of interesting. Too bad that kind of gets overshadowed by another stunner character later, but we ain't getting to her yet. But yeah, neither of us really regret not pulling for her. She's like, I feel like if you really liked Fufu, you would have pulled her. She's cute. She's fine. That's it. She's perfectly fine. Anyway, moving on to Pan Yin. Ooh, my god. Actually, I really like Pan Yin.
I'll say the same thing I did about Ben. He's nice.
He's nice.
He can cook.
He's an A rank. He was never gonna get much.
I don't play as him at all.
Really? Damn, you have. Well, then again, you only have one Rupture unit, but he's literally just a Rupture support in defense clothing. I liked his story that he told us in one of his free time events. Like, he tells the story of how he actually used to be a Hollow Raider, and he actually used to be a bit rougher around the edges before he got his ass kicked by Shifu. So that's interesting. Plus, he's got a jiggly belly.
Jiggle physics is real on men.
And he's free. He's free. So you most likely have him on your account. But if you have no Rupture agents, he's kind of useless, sadly.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Woo, Spook Shack, let's go.
Best
This is
faction in season 2, here, hands down.
definitely the top 3. But yeah.
She's a lab rat. I forgot what they were I forgot what they were experimenting her for, but she grew up in a lab. But I like her connection with Alice.
Yeah. I like Yuzuha's like personality a lot. I like that you made her kind of ratty, because so many other girl characters in Hollywood games are just nice.
Ooh,
So,
cute, nice, yeah.
I like variety, you know?
Mm.
I do like her design a lot. I love the really comfy sweater and the cute skirt.
Yeah.
I would wear that.
Well, she got a raccoon / tanuki sidekick. And like, I like how one of the animations gives off the illusion that she's a Thyron just like the rest of her squad, even though she's not.
I thought she was a Thyron at first,
Yeah.
to be honest, and then I looked harder.
You got pranked, son! That's her whole thing. She loves pranks.
I actually got her bathing suit skin as well because I thought that was cute.
Really?
So, oh, that summer event was so good. We gotta talk about that.
That's alright. I liked more of the Alex minigames compared to the Yuzuha ones.
I like the Fantasy Resort too.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's pretty cool.
Fishing was kind of nice. I mean, it kind of fed into the bait of, you know, the whole proxy and agent relationship, whether or not it's romantical or not. It is what it is. I'm still kind of mad that we didn't get a Monotail swimsuit skin, but it's whatever.
He doesn't like water. We'll
True.
never get him.
That's
water.
true, but still, it's a shame. It's a
tragic.
damn shame. It's tragic.
I think they give him that fear on purpose so they don't have to make him shirtless. Hoya doesn't like men. Her story in 2.1 was really good. I like her trying to make up for Alice's dad's death and like saying.
Well, she was obviously trying to save
Right.
her friends, but like I think it was like
Yeah.
it was pretty much like the bargaining chip thing.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
long
hey,
ago. I'm sorry.
I'll be your guinea pig if you. It was a long time ago, but I'll be your guinea pig if you leave my friend alone. That's the deal.
She's the #1 anomaly support, so she's a must pull.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you have an account full of anomaly characters, yes, she is quite the pull. I lost the 50-50 to her the first time around. I'm all like, hey, I could probably live without her. And then my Asmapine kicked my ass a lot. And I'm all like, damn, kinda wish I hadn't used her.
Couldn't be me, skill issue.
Sure.
L plus ratio.
Miss, I pulled Yuza and Alice.
I wasn't going to.
Didn't you lose the 50-50 on Yuza too?
Yes. She doesn't like anyone.
Yeah, her gameplay loop is pretty simple. All you gotta do is just use EX special, pop it on field, that's pretty much it.
Okay, one thing I do have to complain about her gameplay is if you switch her during her aftershock animation, you have to wait until she spins to do the E.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying, especially when you're like, when you need that pronto. That is kind of annoying.
Yeah, like please stop spinning on your stupid umbrella. Let me do this.
I've heard she has more hidden mechanics and tech, but I just don't think it's needed. Or at the very least, I don't think it's ever really relevant. But I guess it's kind of cool that that's there. Moving on to Alice, who I don't have.
I do. I love her
She's cute.
so much.
I don't dislike Alice. I liked the whole nice rich girl thing. I thought she was gonna be snobby rich girl, but she ended up being nice rich girl. And you know what? We like a cute, nice rich girl.
Yeah, she's determined to do good, even though she's scared. Her gameplay is really simple. I like it. Yeah.
I mean, isn't it like her whole thing that she can just do disorders by herself?
I guess. I don't pay attention, I just do damage.
I just press buttons and I do damage, okay?
I wait until the bar fills and then I hold the attack button and then she does her good attack. And I switch to Yuzuha and then I do that and I switch back to her.
But yeah, going back to the design, I think like it's a little plain, but I do like the heterochromia, like knowing what her personality is. I do think that's a nice touch.
She's got homophobia in her eyes.
One thing I don't get though is what's up with the belt? Was that explained in any of her like free time events or no?
I don't know.
Because that's supposedly tied to her emotions, but it's just never spoken upon. I don't know, that kind of bugs me. That kind of bugs me a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I do appreciate the tech in her outfit to go with the urban fantasy, but maybe it should be explained.
Yeah, just a tad bit. I feel like a lot of season 2's cast kind of just, I feel like they kind of just stopped caring about explaining a lot of these powers in season 2. But yeah, I didn't pull for Alice because I have Jane. Obviously, Alice is stronger, but I'm faithful to Jane. I'm faithful to the rat.
Still freaking going. It's going so slow. There's so many cars.
Oh my god.
This is what you get when you live near New York City.
I mean, it's alright, like...
My girl Hareen was massacred by the writing, which means, and what I mean is she had none. She had 0 lines whatsoever.
11 did get kinda shafted in 2.2. Like, I know the counter argument to this would be, oh, but she had a thing in Sambi's story quest. Yeah, she got shafted in that one too. She spent most of that shit unconscious. The entirety of Oboe Squad really does kind of rub me the wrong way, because when you realize that Sambi is still considered a part of this squad because she's a reserve member, but Soldier 11 does not know this. Every other agent sees Sambi as a reserve member, but they have agreed to keep it a secret from Soldier 11. This rubs me the wrong way so bad. And I'm not like a Soldier 11 stan or anything, but it's just, give this girl something, please. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Especially when you realize she's the most recent member too. Like, how is it that the first person that we meet in Opal Squad has been done dirty this much? It's crazy.
Well, let me complain about this girl. Does this look like a soldier to you? Does this look like a soldier to you? The concept art is out there. She had a perfectly good black dress with like yellow buckles going around the skirt, and it looked good. It looked great.
It's just so weird how they just like looked at the designer and were like, nah, and then just proceeded to go this route. I'm all like, why? It would have matched the rest of her faction. It would have been fine, but no, we went this route. I don't understand. I will say this: her agent story is good, but it carries heavily. It carries her heavily. It's good, but it carries her heavily. Do you think things would have been significantly different if we had actually gotten Seed Senior, like as the main?
Yes. Everyone would cheer. Because it's a man, and he's a robot, and we love that.
Because like, realistically, I was probably never going to pull for Seed Senior either, but I still would have probably liked him more than what we got. And yeah, as you can see, none of us pulled for Seed. None of us regret not pulling for Seed, and I think her whole thing is that she works with another attacker. So that's kind of it. She's like I think she's like a burst swap heavy attacker. She was mainly just there to push like dual attack.
She's an electric attack, and they're all bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, chill with that. Not all of them are bad, okay? Sambi's good. And another one is also good later
Sambi's
on.
Good.
You
Sambi
want
is
Sambi.
great. I do. But she appears at the most inconvenient times for me.
She really does. It's still wild that they didn't just have her rerun, like, either in 2.2, or no, maybe not 2.2, maybe like 2.3 at least, because I think she got buffed in 2.2, didn't she?
Aramasa also got buffed. Where is he? Where is he, Hoyo? Did you kill him?
They're never gonna rerun him.
Has he been found dead in Miami? Did you kill him?
Oh my god.
Did you kill that man?
Maybe he just
I didn't even like him, but he's the only one I got. Did you kill him, Hoyo?
Maybe he just died of natural causes. He was already kind of like one foot in the grave regardless. Maybe he just died of natural causes. Oh, I heard his weapon's pretty decent. I can use that for somebody else. You're just looting the corpse.
Scrounging around.
Oh my god. Alright, well I think that's all we have to say about C. Let's move on to Orphe, the brick. The cute brick.
She's cute, and I pulled for her. She doesn't do much, but I like looking at her.
This is my brick. She doesn't do much, but this is my brick. I think it's safe to say that expectations for both of these characters were kind of high and were subverted heavily. I think Orphe's cute. I wasn't really like too distraught with oh no, they took my badass soldier chick and turned her into a girl failure. And I'm like, nah, it's fine. We still got that with Magus, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the best of both worlds. You get the cute, clumsy girl failure with Orphe, and you get the badass, hot-headed tail gun with Magus.
I like her story, but I feel like she just floor dropped it out of nowhere. Like, we knew her for like 2 days, and she's like, listen, I was born in a lab. I'm this girl's clone.
I was this woman's clone. I took her life. I don't feel like I earned this. It's like, whoa,
okay,
whoa,
shouldn't be telling this to me.
Calm down, girl. Take me out to dinner first, please. It did come out of nowhere, but I still thought 2.2 story was overall good.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Isolde. I was gonna pull for her. We both were.
Yeah.
But
I'm so sad. It still hurts. It still hurts. Every day.
it does.
Every day. It still hurts.
She's so cool, and she deserved to kill that guy.
Justified. Justified crash out. Maybe not morally good, but justified. But yeah, the whole thing with Magus and Orphe, it was basically their story, you know. Their dynamic with Isolde, the whole Double Squad thing. Magus is rightfully allowed to be angry, but I like how Orphe just is able to reel her in and pull her back, and I think that makes for a good dynamic between the two.
But there is one plot hole that is like, why couldn't they just make a robot body for Magus instead of putting her into a tail?
Yeah, like a full intelligent construct is kind of like a question that never came up apparently. I don't know.
We have the technology.
We had the tech. Look, I just wanted to reclone a baddie, okay? Look, Magus was a baddie, and I needed that in my life. Yeah, I know you pulled for Orphe. Yeah. I did not. It was a painful skip, but a necessary. It was a painful but necessary skip.
Orphe is a sub DPS. She's not on field
Yeah,
at all.
that's like her main thing.
Which is fine.
Is just aftershock damage, and she realistically only works with one agent very well. It's not that she can't work with other agents, but she really wants Sammy. And that's why she's the brick.
The top half of her design is good. I don't like the short skirt. At least give her leggings.
Then you won't be able to see her panties. That tease and that is kind of weird though. Like, I have heard the theory that Obol Squad isn't really meant to be like a special super high ops division. That they're just a ragtag group of people that were in the military that they just threw together that could work well together. And I think if you think of it from that perspective, this faction kind of works better for you, but not by much. Not by much. Got my boy Monato. Komano Monato.
We love him.
We love him. We stand him. This man has been here since 2.0 and has been the GOAT every single time. And what is he rewarded with? What is he rewarded with? Everything. No. It's not fair. Life's not fair.
He got like a whole story in 2.3, was it?
Yeah, in 2.3 was pretty much his story. I know Lucia and Yutari were there and they had their moments, but 2.3 was Monato's story. It's probably the most love an A rank has ever gotten in this game, honestly, when you really think about it.
And they did a good job with giving him internal conflict, because that's rare for a Julio writers to do, is give someone internal conflict. So they did, because like he has freaking self-worth issues, and like, yeah, he just wants to be strong.
When your story is literally about like facing your past self and like all that rage and hatred that you used to feel, and you're like, man, I'm not that person anymore, man. I don't want to be that person anymore. I'm a sucker for that shit. I'm a sucker for that kind of compelling writing. He's a good boy. We stand him on the toe. He be a bit of a meathead sometimes, but we love our boy. He's a goat.
Gameplay wise, he's very easy. Just hold E for the ability and just go ham.
Unga Boonga. Unga Boonga, I mash every time and do damage. Sometimes I counter.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Like bunga damage.
But I feel like Monato's like basically for people that didn't want Banway, basically. And look at that chest, man.
Yeah, he's got big
That chest
boobies.
is amazing.
He's got big boobies.
Chest is amazing. Oh my god. God, should have been S. Should have been S, but then again, we probably wouldn't have been able to M6 him, so I can't be too mad.
Yeah.
I can't be too mad. Moving on to the other GOAT. Literally speaking, I guess, in this sense, Lucia.
Her pants need to change.
It's basically like, hey, let's just copy Yijun's homework halfway from the bottom.
I was watching other YouTube videos about like how they could change like her and Yutari, and they suggested like a techno witch. I'm like, oh, that would be so cool.
That would have been so cool.
Oh, she could have tech on her.
I've seen some really cool mods of them switching Lucia's design, and honestly, I still liked the original design too. It wasn't too different from what we have here, but giving her a smaller chest, a bigger badonk, like, come on, respect the badonk, guys. Respect the badonk. Anyway, story-wise, she has a dead dad. That's about it. Her dad dead.
So does Alice.
Now she's
A
sad.
lot of characters have dead. It was a good story though. Like, she got closure on like her dad and all that, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's touching. good.
Like the way it was handled wasn't terrible. It's just we've seen it before so many times at this point where it was kind of hard to feel much of anything really. The most interesting thing about her really is with her fascination with ethereals and her whole tribe. I think I like that about her. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called Night Watchers or some shit. But basically where they sleep during the day, but they stay up all night because of they were essentially cursed by this ethereal called a night terror. But it's interesting to have a character that has such a fascination with ethereals since it's supposed to be the monsters of this universe, yet Lucia sees them as just wild animals that call the Hollow their home. So it's interesting about that. I honestly did kind of like her origin story a lot. Her befriending that ethereal dog Chestnut. I thought that was a pretty touching story.
I don't remember much about it.
It had another generic villain in that one, so you probably just blocked that out of your head. Anyway, going back to Lucia's gameplay, she's some rupture support. Rupture support? She makes Monotone stronger, that's why I pulled her.
I don't care, so I didn't.
I think it's cool that she can summon ethereal illusions. That's pretty cool. She's rupture support. If you have rupture characters, there you go. But speaking of other rupture characters, Yidahari. Oh, she's so pretty.
We need to
She's
fix
so
your pants. Again.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. She would look so much better if she just had jeans, pants, anything other than this. Like, it frustrates me. It frustrates me because they had a thing here, and they're all like, "No, let's just make it similar to Yi's Win again." It's like those two bottoms made me think they were a part of Yunquei Summit at one point, and then they moved off to do their own thing. Nope, not the case at all. Not the case at all. But it's whatever. I still like her design for the most part. I like the tentacles coming out of her back.
I honestly think her design is a little bland.
Really?
The thing is, I liked her outfit in her concept where she had a pink top. I think a pink top and like those pants that you have a mod for would look better.
Maybe if they
In my opinion.
instead of going like this I don't know, maybe like voluptuous route, you could have her be in like a more casual gear, I guess. But I understand sex appeal is also a very huge part about these characters, and they clearly wanted to go that route with Yidahari. So I can understand the complaints there.
I like her hair though. I like the swirlies.
Her hair is nice. Her eyes are
cool.
nice too. God, you get lost in those eyes. Those eyes are beautiful. God, she's so beautiful. I love her so much.
She's freaking Cthulhu, dude. She's
Hell
based
yeah.
off Cthulhu.
Hell yeah, she is. Yeah, story-wise in 2.3, I think she's probably like the one that I would say got the least amount of screen time. I mean, even still, I think 2.3 was able to balance out their agents fairly well.
Yeah. The thing is with 2.3, I'm so confused with time frame she's been trapped in the Hollow, because in my mind she's been trapped there for 2 months. But obviously that's not the case, because she would have been an ethereal by now.
Well,
She acts like she's been there for forever.
I mean, here's the thing though, she wasn't able to leave either. So it's like, is this a case of either aptitude being that high, or I don't know, maybe the miasma kept her safe? Because here's the thing, Yidahari's like the power source of the town in that story. Like, the town would not be able to function if she left, which is why it kept her there for that long. I can't remember if there was anything stating whether like the ether corruption in that area was small or something like that, but I don't know. All I know is that Sarah was basically like the main reason why she was stuck in that situation to begin with, so it all comes back to
Fortunately,
Sarah.
they did Sarah dirty.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
we ain't talking about her.
Also, I noticed, I know this is way in the future, but like when the proxy had like visions of the past and like that hollow in the recent patch, I thought of Yidahari because it's the same power.
Oh, yeah.
You can put illusions of the past.
Yeah,
It's, like,
being
interesting.
able to see your recollections of the past, that is interesting. And that is
Yeah.
an interesting thing about Yidahari. But I also just really like Itari's personality. Like, she just kind of gives off like this, a bit of an airheaded, dreamlike character. But she, you could tell that there's like a lot just going through her mind. And just, one of the things I really liked about her is that she tends to like the rain and bubble baths because it soothes her mind from all this information that's going on in her head all the time. And I can somewhat relate to that. It's like sometimes you just want to de-stress and just zone out and, you know, calm your mind of everything that's going on. And she actually did have another story in that that weird ethereal commanding event, which is kind of what they've been doing. They've been like shoehorning agent stories in these events lately. I don't really know how to feel about that. I mean, we're still getting that kind of content. It's just, it's always hit or miss, and that particular event was very hit or miss. But it did kind of explain her ties to her family, her history with them, and her power, and how that manifested. So yeah, surprise, surprise. She also has dead parents, but you know, it's easy at this point. I've gotten used to it.
I regret going for her. Because I have so many ICPSs, but like, she's a rupture agent, and I don't have that. But like, I don't know.
I mean, like, yeah, I know you were like collecting ICE DPSs at this point. I may not have convinced you not to pull for her, but it's mainly it's mainly because you already had Hugo, Miyabi, and Ellen, and you were gonna add a fourth ICE character on top of that. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know Orphe would be a Rick, alright? I didn't know Orphe would be a Rick.
It's your fault.
It doesn't help that she had a rerun, like, fairly recently, too, so she's not going to be seen again for a hot minute. But in terms of gameplay, I love Yutari so much. She's kind of similar to Monato, where it's like that Unga Boonga character, but it's more like a, come on, hit me, do it. I dare you. And you can just immediately counter.
I like her big rocket hammer. It's fun.
Yeah, that shit's cool. Yeah, I love Hidari. She's so beautiful. She's so fun to play. She's so strong too. Her parry does as much damage as her ult. So there's like, you got two things going on. She does so much damage, and I built her so well. Do not regret pulling at all.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I love Dylan.
I like her.
She's OP as hell too. But
Yeah,
I just love her.
Best stunner in the game.
Even though she doesn't do that much impact damage.
It's
or impact.
more so the principle, because Xylan's whole kit is basically like she steals shit from Lighter, from Xingyi, and she just has her own shit on top of that too. Because she has the stun duration extend from Lighter. She has the, I think the stun damage multiplier from Xingyi, and while they are slightly weaker on her kit compared to theirs, she also just is able to make the boss take 40% more damage from just one EX special. And on top of that, if her meter's full, she can just give an agent a free ult on Qing.
Yes. That's what's good about her.
This is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous how good Dylan is. She blows every other stunner out of the water. It's crazy. I know there are countless videos saying how broken Dylan is. I know there are countless videos saying how Dylan has kind of ruined the game for some people because goddammit, she just kind of streamlined every team imaginable. If you want a stunner on your team, you get Dylan because she's just that good. It's insane. But god
She
damn it.
elevated the burst DPSs a lot, like
Yeah.
GUN and Haramasa, even though they're still not good. But like she made them do a little bit more damage.
Do a little bit more damage. That's basically Dylan's tagline. Do a little bit more damage. In terms of personality, she's fine. I thought her story was okay. You know, she can hear the dead. That's cool.
I did like her trailer a lot.
Oh yeah, the first teaser trailer where she's like fucking with the dude. That shit was insane. It is.
It's like, ooh, you killed all these construction people. Ooh.
Like, that shit was like the most what the fuck. What did I just watch? But it definitely like gave us a bit of insight on just how Krampus you know, does their thing, you know, carries out judgment. I don't know if, well, Do they kill? Do they kill? I know Promia kills. Do the rest of them kill? Other than Promia, they are very vague about it, that's for sure. But yeah, I like her design, I like the whole yin yang thing. They really leaned heavy into the phone aspect, which is cool. She has like a giant ass telephone on her back.
Yeah. Do like the black and white with the gold accents.
Yeah.
It looks very good.
It looks pretty solid.
And her design does look like she's a martial artist, which kind of is how she fights.
Kinda, like, her power is weird, because she has this hoop thing that enlarges her limbs, and that's never explained. As far as I know, that shit is never explained. How do you do that?
I don't know, the nano machine's done.
And apparently that freaking hula hoop can transport things too. It's like, what is going on? What is with you? But God
Magic.
damn it if she ain't useful.
To me, she'll never be like the main focus of anything. She's more of a side character. And
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. She's like there to help when you need her.
Yeah, she's kind of like the number two. I think what I like about her too is that she's got a little bit of a spunk to her. She likes to start shit. She low-key be starting shit.
But she'll do anything for a 5-star review.
Oh yeah, she's about that bag. I like that too. Best stunner in the game. On you.
But God. It's hard to play. It's cool.
He's cool, but ooh, I know the whole Monato fiasco. I know like a lot of people directed their hatred towards either Lucia or Yukari, saying these two people came out of nowhere. They stole aspect from Monato. I was never that. No. Bro, I remember the night. Monato wasn't even out yet. He wasn't even out yet. They drip marketed this man. I got so heated because I'm all like, oh, okay, so this is who I gotta blame for my boy getting his S rank stolen, okay. And then he came out and I'm like, yeah, damn, he's pretty cool. it's a frustrating, like, damn it, he's voiced by Chris Sabat, god
But
damn it.
her, yeah, he's voiced by Chris
Sabat.
Sabat.
Vegeta. It's like, damn it, I don't want to like you, but I kind of do. He's got a pretty sick design, Vanyo. He's also like, again, the flex character, basically. If you want a character to flex with, you pick Vanyo.
He's not that good though.
He's got combos though. Like, I feel like his whole shtick is that you have to master this character if you want the best out of him.
But I heard like his damage output is not that good.
I've heard good and bad things, so I think it's really just a matter of how good are you with him, really. His story was interesting. Apparently he used to be a killing machine. Then he got lost on a hollow at some point, got rescued by some people in a village, mellowed out, and then just became a monk. And I'm like, okay.
And that's how you pass the forbidden fruit test.
Yeah, that's right. He did fail the forbidden fruit test at first because he was solely supposed to be a weapon, and then I guess he just mellowed out. And his sin was very vague. They were very vague about that whole entire thing with him, because like I was under the impression that he had an incredibly high body count, that he was going on a killing spree. Turns out during the hollow disaster, he just chose to save some kids. He was forced with an impossible decision: save some kids because their loved ones told him to do so, or try and save everyone and probably result in saving nobody. So not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's not terrible either. So
Silly Terrence, the writers don't want the men to kill anyone. You know this already.
I know this with Hugo, because they moonwalked his killing too. Silly me.
I wanted him to murder. Why can't men murder like a soul they murdered? Why can't men murder like Romeo murdered?
Man, men can't have shit in Zenless apparently.
Holy.
Zenless, more like menless, am I right?
Also, I think it's funny that we're like, people should kill other people. We don't condone killing whatsoever. It's just, I don't know, in a fictional world where murder happens and you want to be, like, go past your sins and stuff. Like, saving a bunch of children isn't a sin.
All I'm saying
You
is,
know.
this is supposed to be the morally gray faction, okay? And so far, 3 out of the characters here, I supposedly don't have that high of body counts. I like Bonnie just not enough to pull him because I have Monato. So he was a pretty easy skip for me.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Don't you love her? Isn't she the best person ever? Don't you freaking love her? Isn't she so sweet and innocent and never does anything wrong ever? Don't you want to date her forever and only talk about her and think about her?
Alright, so I'll set the record straight. Her character arc isn't bad, it's just too fucking long. It can easily be explained as a character going from having no agency in their life, because every decision has pretty much been set for them, to suddenly realizing, I want to do this. Basically going from, I'm doing this because I have to I'm doing this because I want to. That's literally just Xiongguang's entire character arc. It's not done completely terribly, it's just there is a lot of repetitive dialogue, repetitive talking points, and a lot of Asmantheus cakes, and a lot of dates. It's insane, just because we've known this character's existence at the end of 2.3. We get to know her slightly more in 2.4, also having a date in that patch too, and then in 2.5 we have another date with her. It's just a lot, and it doesn't help that she also has a more interesting personality locked inside that quote-unquote dies, and we're kind of left with the vanilla version.
The thing is, though, with her alternate personality, she said, like, I don't agree with her. I want to live. And then when push comes to shove, she's like, I guess I'll do what she says. And she doesn't, like, push back at all. It's like...
I guess you could chalk it up to her wanting to protect the proxy, which really, again, leans heavily into the soulmate aspect that they were really trying to hammer home with this character. I don't hate Xiongguang, I just found her entire presence overbearing, and by the end of the story, I was just fatigued. I was very fatigued. And I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people had complaints with 2.5 story. It is a mess. It is quite the mess.
I had such high hopes for her, too, because the little cutscene we first got with her, I'm like, oh, she's cute. She's, like, happy-go-lucky and all that stuff. Yeah. And then it just went downhill.
Her design's fine. I don't really think it completely matches Yonghui Summit at all, but I guess it's supposed to hammer home the fact that she is, again, the Qi sword wielder, so she's special. She's a void hunter.
I think the concept art with her with the jacket really completes the look. I think she needs that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess maybe they didn't want to retread again on Yizhuan Shifu who having a similar thing, so maybe they wanted to avoid that fiasco again.
Like, I don't know, but something needs to just go on her shoulders or something. I like her alternate outfit better. It's cuter.
Like the dress, it definitely gives off air from FF7 vibes. And in terms of gameplay, brain dead, completely brain dead. It's like lots of flashiness, but bro, you do not get to think at all with this character. Her whole game plan is basically, are you in enlightened state? Why not? That's her whole game plan. And she's still the most broken agent in this game because of that, because she just does not give a shit about anything when it comes to combat. She's pretty much like the easy mode, basically. If you have her, you're pretty much playing the game on easy mode, constantly.
I wish we got her brother in his hot state, though.
Her brother did have quite the glow up, that is insane.
Made fun of in middle school. But they reverted him back at the end of the patch. I'm like, why?
I mean, there's a chance he could be playable in the future, you never know.
Why would you do that?
You never know, we could see him again, who knows. At least we could always see him in that same whenever you fight Thrall, your other favorite boss that you love fighting. I think another biggest thing that I don't like about Ye Xiongguang is that we've had her for technically 3 patches, and I think the thing is that they're kind of very dedicated to getting us to sell this character, that I feel like she does kind of end up eating screen time away from other agents.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, really.
I don't like how we're forced to date her. I'm like, girl, I don't like you.
It's like, it's just, But it's just when I was walking back, after saving her from her state, back to Shuibian Temple, when everybody thought she was pretty much comatose, she proceeds to walk around, what's it called? Freaking Phylum Heights, I think? Or Phylum Heights? I can't remember the name of the place, but she proceeds to walk around the general area. And I know it's supposed to be like this inspiring moment for her, is that her senses were dulled from the Chingamine sword. She couldn't really truly appreciate the area the first time around. And it is until the second time around where her senses are clear is when she's able to really take it all in. Yeah, it's a cool moment and everything. Bitch, if you don't take your ass back to Yunhui Summit right now, there are people that think you are dead. Now is not the time for this. That broke me. That really did. Like, you are not doing this now.
But she's perfect in any one way and can't do anything wrong. Don't you understand? She can do it whatever she wants without
I
consequence.
have a Shifu that lost a sister because of this goddamn sword. Please take your ass back to Yunhui Summit so she doesn't freak out. But yeah, her story could relatively just be told in less than 6 hours. Less than 6 hours, please. Because she ended up eating screen time away from freaking Zhao, the other S-rank agent during 2.5. Remember her? The one we got for free?
She is a better agent for free than Haramasu, though. She's good.
She's basically support, but in defense clothing. It's really not like she's useless. She's useful in attack teams and anomaly teams if you need like the extra attack power. Plus, I like her design. It's cute, but I really think what sold me on Zhao was her like music video, like the whole girl boss attitude. That made me like her a lot.
It's such a catchy song too. I like it.
It is.
Also, remember when we thought Damien was gonna be playable with her? Like, I wouldn't call for him, but like, we thought he was playable.
Yeah, it's interesting because did he just kind of disappear like after 2.3? What happened? Where did he go?
I guess he became Zhao's assistant.
I guess it's just weird that we haven't heard or seen him since. I don't understand, but we're not talking about Damien right now. We're talking about Zhao, and I thought Zhao's story was fine. She's basically like supposed to be. She's pretty much like constantly overcompensating. She's putting up a front, you know. She wants to be giving up the persona of a meat-eating rabbit. This tough chick, and it does lean into her sad backstory of basically being seen as having no value.
Yeah, I like her backstory because I don't know, it was different than anything else.
Yeah,
but
she was kicked out from her family.
I don't like how she got softer with time. I know it's like character development, but like, I don't know. I like her hardened personality a lot.
We spent enough time with her that I think she knows that we're good people deep enough. Because I don't think Zhao's a terrible person. I don't think anybody in Campus is supposed to be a terrible person, but they are still working for tops who are supposed to be full of like executive bigwigs and rich folk. So I feel like it just doesn't help the whole morally gray faction idolization that I feel like was probably what was going to be going for with this faction. But I mean, at the same time, Krampus deals out justice, so it's not like you can't say they're supposed to be like an evil faction, you know? I also like how there are just plenty of mods that just put her in different agents' clothes, which is funny. And her animations are funny too. She's like the Bugs Bunny of this game, really.
Freaking cartoon ass rabbit.
You got my Looney Tunes and my ZZZ. But yeah, she's also free. Which means she's probably not gonna be rerun for over a year. Just like Harumas. We're never seeing her ass again.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
I've been waiting for these girls for like 10 billion years.
It has been quite the journey, really. Because we've known these three since launch, honestly. I will admit, I do like they all kind of have a matching color scheme. Like, I'm not really a particular fan of the girly pop thing, but I do like Angels of Delusion a fair bit. Suna's basically just Bubbles.
She is.
It's basically just the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
But during that event,
I think she's the least popular of the angels. So, I mean, I agree with that. Her design is just like she's a girl. She's a schoolgirl. That's it.
well, I think she's probably my second favorite of the three. And the reason I say that is because I think I can relate to the ambitious but incredibly shy and the social anxiety of wanting to perform, but the fear of realizing maybe I'm not good enough for this, maybe I'm not qualified for this. So I relate to that from Suna at least.
Yeah, I mean, their story arc was very lighthearted. I liked it. It was a breath of fresh air. It didn't have to be like super deep and all that stuff because they're 14.
Yeah, they're
So-
cute. They're cute. The Angels of Illusion are cute. That's what they were going for. That's
I like
that's
her
the whole
little
thing.
Tamagotchi on her little bow. Her little guy is named Bubblegum. And it's very cute.
How the fuck does that work?
It's a hologram.
Okay. Well,
It's like a solidified hologram.
but what? A solidified hologram?
Solidified hologram.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
I guess fuck it, we're just gonna roll with that, alright.
Well, Bubblegum
I've
is
seen weirder shit in this game.
urban
Okay.
fantasy. You gotta get the fantasy. She supports mostly Rupture and attack agents, which is weird because Arya is a anomaly, but she just increases their attack and crit and all that stuff. She's very useful for like anyone, so she's a good pull.
I still think Astra's better, but okay. I think Suna's pretty alright. Just as long as you don't put a coup in between her name.
No, this is not that anime.
I'm just saying, it would be really funny though.
That's my daughter. That's my girl. I love her. I wish she was a robot forever.
My least favorite by default.
How dare you?
I like the robot form. I like the duality between her dilemma with wanting to be accepted, but the fear of realizing maybe I won't be accepted if they see me as an intelligent construct. I get that. I like that dilemma. It's just I think that's kind of like the only thing I really like about her. I thought her gameplay was okay. It's you just stomping the enemy over and over again. It's whatever.
Yes, and she's my most powerful character ever. Now, I kill everything with her. I just think she's cute.
Yeah, they're all cute. That's their whole thing. They're all
I just
cute.
think she's cute. I like her robot design a lot. I like that how she's short and chubby, and I want to pinch her cheeks.
I do think it's kind of lame that we don't see the robot form that much.
I walk around as her in robot form every day.
Fine agent, my least favorite by default, but I don't
Yeah.
hate her. Right? I just want to make that clear. I don't hate her.
You hate her.
She's fine.
Despise her.
She's fine.
You
Okay.
hate her.
I like her dynamic with fucking Fairy. All right. I like their dynamic. Yeah, that was
Fairy.
cute. When Fairy said "You're free," that got me. That got me. That had my heart like, oh, that's nice.
It was perfect. Perfect.
She is very fun to play. She's a very good stun agent for
Probably the
anomalies.
second most broken stun agent in the game, really.
Got not much to say about her because she keeps her. She's very vague about her like backstory. She's like, do I make this person's dream my own or no? I'm like, I don't know. What the frick is your dream? I don't know. You're not telling me. You're just being an idol.
I'm gonna use my personal favorite. She, like, even before these two were released, she was probably the one I was realistically going to pull. But then I was like, if I'm not gonna pull for the whole cast of AOD, I probably shouldn't pull for her, you know? But it is incredibly weird that we don't know anything about this chick other than the fact that she's the lead dancer and she's pretty much just good at everything. And that's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. She is a Thyran. That is a giant ass elephant in the room. She is a Thyran. Nobody comments about that. Nobody says anything about that. These wings, this halo, that shit is legit. Nobody finds that weird. Okay, like it's just how. How are we just not gonna address that? It makes no sense. I'm sure we'll probably get something later, but I have questions now. And again, Nongong's cute. They're all cute. That's their whole thing, you know. Second most broken center in the game. Yeah. Didn't pull, but I have considered.
You should have gotten her. You should get her next time.
Maybe. I'm
She's good
considering
for
it.
It'll be good for Chromia.
I'm considering it. I'm considering it. If we ever get a rerun, and I'm not looking for any agents to pull for currently, I'm considering it. Best agent in the game. That's right. My girl, my beautiful snake wife, Sissy. Perfect. She's perfect.
No.
Perfect.
No,
Everything.
she's not.
Down to the last minute.
No.
She is the GOAT. She is my queen. She deserves to live in my house and eat all my snacks. I will go hungry for her. Why don't you like Sissy, Allure? Why don't you like Sissy? Huh? Everybody else loves Sissy. Why don't you love her?
I like her arc. I like that she's a coward. I don't like her design. She does not look like a cop. She does not have the color scheme of the cop.
Okay, that is probably like the biggest
faction.
complaint.
I know it's metropolitan, but
Now, and to an extent, I do agree. That is the biggest complaint that I can at least say that I do kind of agree with, because her fit, it's literally just Jane's swimsuit design. Like, look at this shit. I understand. I get it. That being said, I still love her. But I get it. I do think another thing about her design that I feel like they could have really ran with, just make her more snake. Just lean into the snake more. Give her an actual snake tongue. Let her have patches of scales on her skin, man. Like, you could have, instead of just sticking a giant ass snake tail, which I've noticed they tend to do whenever it comes to the sexier agents, the sexier Thyrans. They usually just slap a giant tail and call it a day. It's just, she's not snake enough, and that's my only real complaint, is that I would have liked for her to be more snake. But in terms of story, Sissy is the GOAT. I like her I like her backstory.
it's alright. Like, Outer Ring, scavenger, all that. Sure.
It's like, well, because I like how it really highlights just how lawless the Outer Ring was before the Sons of Caledon, and I guess before Pompeii, because I think Pompeii also made things better. Is that it was really more of a fight for your life kind of deal. Like, anybody could go at any time, and Sissy was literally fighting just to eat and stay alive. Plus her whole entire trauma with Chromia and that ordeal. She was literally on the verge of a mental breakdown after seeing her, and I was like, oh my god, this really runs deep with you, Jesus. It made me feel bad for her, and that's why I wanted to protect the snake. And I feel like it really does, I feel like it means so much more when, even when being confronted with the source of her trauma, again, later on in the story, she still chooses to fight. And I thought that gave me immense respect for her, despite the fact that she still got her ass kicked. But it was still commendable, because she didn't have to do that. She could have easily ran, but she chose to fight. Literally, when it was the choice for a fight or flight, she chose to fight.
Oh, she's alright. I was very off-put from her from the beginning.
Back in 2.6. Yeah.
But she's alright.
I feel like she's had a pretty considerable character development from 2.6 to 2.8, you know? Where she hasn't completely changed drastically, but she's, you know, things have changed at least a little bit.
Yeah, and I like her dynamic between the Proxy and Billy. This is like annoying sister vibe with the annoying brother vibe.
She's pretty much just a part of the family at this point. Like, she's just living with us.
For the time being.
She is just a second sister. I want it to be permanent, though. I want it to be permanent. It needs to be permanent. She is always allowed in this house.
Severian's gonna drag her back eventually.
She is always allowed in this house. The mean cat man, the mean demon lord can't hurt you anymore. You're safe here, sweetie. You're safe here. You can eat all the snacks you want.
We'll have to pull for him eventually. By we, I mean me.
In terms of gameplay, Sissy is, I would like to say Sissy is kind of like Orphe if she's allowed to stand on her own 2 feet, because that's kind of what she is. She can work as a sub DPS. That's all I'm saying. But you put her with the right Wenjin, with the right stats, she can do damage. Like her whole thing is just ignoring damage and making other electric agents stronger because she buffs up electric damage. So as long as you have an electric agent, you're solid.
We have plenty of those around.
Yeah, she is our 5th electric attacker. She is our 5th electric attacker. We didn't need a 5th electric attacker, but I'm glad she's here.
War.
I'm glad she's here. We can stop after this one, okay? We can stop after this one.
It was perfect. Perfect.
She's perfect.
She's very divisive for me.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute detail. Alright, well, I'll say this. She is lacking in backstory.
Cape is cool.
It's what's under the cape, though, that I like.
Stuff. But like, I mean, lacking backstory, I think she's supposed to be a little bit mysterious, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I personally was not bothered by the lack of backstory, because I feel like you can kind of get a good deal of what her character is without it, you know? Like, she used to be a sweeper, she used to be, sweeping people, aka killing. Then, she seeks atonement, joined Krampus to deal out justice. It's like, you get the sense. Okay, she used to be this way, now she's this way. So it's more like a, look, I've been killing people for a long while, and after a while, you kind of get bored. You kind of lose meaning in that shit, and maybe you start to feel just a tad bad about it. So I'm gonna just join this organization where I know I'm good at killing people, but why don't I just focus on killing the bad ones? That's Promia.
Make my skills useful.
What I like about Promia is that she's just intense. She's a very intense person with a lack of social skills, and that's very funny.
Yeah, I like parts of her design. I like the moon motif. I kind of like how her hair is like a little bit of eclipse moon, kind of. And a little emo.
It's like the right amount of edge. It's like a tasteful edge.
Yeah. I wish she had short hair, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't really like. It's like probably the biggest complaint that I got is the ponytail. I don't really fuck with the ponytail. I wish she did just have straight up short hair. For some reason, Hoyle just can't make an agent with actual short hair.
Unless it's Belle.
Unless it's Belle, yeah. Unless it's Belle. I mean, I guess Grace kind of fits, but her hair's tied up, so I don't know if that completely counts. It's one of those things that irks me because this has been a thing ever since Caesar too. Like, I feel like they were able to get away with it with Jane, but ever since Caesar, I've noticed it. I'm all like, y'all can't make a short hair chick? Okay.
I mean, they did improve her design from the beta. She used to have less clothing, but
more or less clothing.
Still, it's like it's a little too much for me.
I do think this is kind of excessive. I'm here for it personally. It's a little excessive, but I'm here for
You're
it.
freaking gooner. Gooner man.
Look, at the end of the day, I know what this game's about. Alright, I know what this game's about. I know what this general selling audience is. I'm here for it. I will admit, I have seen mods that do go an interesting route with that put more clothes on her, and I'm like, that looks good too. That looks good
It's
too.
okay to have like sleek clothing for like assassin work, but like I don't know, could have been done better.
To be fair, how often are you gonna see that cloak off before you die? Probably not at all, considering she gets her job done quickly. Another funny thing about one of her trust events that really leans into the whole social, the lack of social skills thing is that she was what's that? Elfie shop. She was like staring at Elfie shop for like a solid hour and 30 minutes. And Elfie just came outside and it's like, do you want to buy anything? And we were there at the time too, and she was like, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really do this type of thing. It's very funny.
I don't listen to music. It's new to me.
It's a new thing to me. I'm trying something new. I'm out of my element. Another funny thing too is I think one of her events when you're walking around with her, she's given this assignment on her day off, and she asked us to help her, and she's all like, I have to find this person that's that's like this constantly on the job person, this high strung, overworked person that never takes a day off. I have to find this person. We have to find this target. And we go searching throughout the entire day. And as she's like frustrated she can't find this target, we comment, you know, maybe Zhao was talking about you. And she just gets super silent and is like, maybe that's why she gave me the day off. It's very
She doesn't know what to do with that free time.
She's just so used to being on missions and hyper focused on killing targets, so she doesn't know anything else. Forgive her. I guess I am a bit of a hypocrite about what I said about Arya earlier, because what Arya does, Chromia does too. It's just cooler. She's basically Evelyn, but ice.
But who do you love more?
I love them both. Can't make me choose.
Who do you
I
love
love
more?
them both. You can't make me choose. Don't do that to me. Don't make me do an impossible decision. I guess if I had to pick, maybe Evelyn, because she'll probably be a tender lover. Like with Chromia, I gotta guide her. I gotta guide her into that shit.
Okay.
But nah, I'm willing to teach every once in a while. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be stuck on Chromia all day.
Yeah, let's move on to the
Let's
last
move on
last
to
boy.
Silly Billy. It's Billy.
Yep.
I don't know what else to say. It's Billy.
It's Billy, but he's got more horns and the jacket and
It's
stuff,
Billy.
and a motorcycle.
Stronger with a motorcycle. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. Look at it. This man has so much swag. It's crazy.
I do like how he like hyped it up. He's like, stand back, ladies. I got this.
I got my new transformation. Transform! just like how Billy sees himself, how everybody else sees Billy. It's like, this guy is fucking stupid.
He's a silly guy. He's just a Billy.
dork. I love Billy so much. It's just so sad that I'm not pulling for Starlight Billy, but I know some people already have. I mean, this is the one agent that so many people were looking forward to. So like, that's friend Billy. That's friend Billy. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. Just give it to us, Oyo. We know it's coming. Oh my god, he's here.
I don't like motorcycle combat, so I skip.
His combat is very similar to pretty much every other previous Rupture agent, which is why I personally skipped. It's cool. His animations are great. It's just, it wasn't enough for me personally to pull. Really, I like Billy. I just don't like him enough to actually play him consistently, which is the problem. But everything else about him is really good. I liked how we at least get a tad bit more about his backstory, about his upbringing in the Outer Ring. Like how he used to be like this stupid, powerful robot dude on a rampage, and then he turned to the champion, and how that ordeal went, and now he's pretty much like donned this new persona of being like a Starlight Knight. And I like the little brotherly moment with Lighter and how he approves of that. He's like, you know what, bro, I like this new you, man. It's cool. You know what I mean? He's like, man, Lighter, you get me, man. That was a cool brotherly
I
moment.
like the guys being dudes moments. It's great. Even though Billy has like this exact same backstory as Banyue and Arya, but it's like whatever.
Yeah, I guess. About being an intelligent construct that was initially meant to be a killing machine and turned good and just mellowed out. I guess that is kind of a trend, really, when it comes to these intelligent constructs, huh?
The thing is, I want them to dive deeper on like what they make all these robots for.
True, because we know they aren't born; they are made. We know they have to pass certain tests in order to be given citizenship. So maybe we'll delve more into that with season 3. Who knows? Maybe that'll be a thing with Yokai. Maybe that's why he targets intelligent constructs and tries to get into rebel. You know, it's like what he tried to do in 2.6.
Maybe it'll be a season 4 thing, or like, I don't know, go to like a robot freaking town or whatever. I don't know.
A town comprised entirely of intelligent constructs. That'd be crazy. As a whole, I think the cast of season 2 agents was pretty solid. I know season 2 is a very criticized season in general, but I feel like in terms of agents, I do think they got a lot of them pretty solid, you know? There are some that are misses for us in particular, but maybe could be hits for others. But I think for the most part, they were pretty solid.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because Queen Summit and Oval Squad just brought the rating down because they're kind of weaker.
They are definitely weaker factions.
Queen Summit was prevalent in season 2, and that's why it wasn't that good. Or not as good as season 1, I should say.
Yeah, I think that like you said Spook Shack was like your top, was your like in your top 3. Who do you think's your number 1 faction in season 2?
It's either Angels of Illusion or Spook Shack. I know Krampus is number 3.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
yeah, for me personally, it's Spook Shack. I love Spook Shack a lot. I think that's like the main consensus for a lot of people is that Spook Shack is just really good. And I guess it's because of that whole argument of the whole, you know, urban fantasy thing and how they feel the most to keep that identity from season 1. I do have a counter argument to that. I think it's less like, because it's not like the urban fantasy was completely lost this season. It's more so the fact that the aesthetic has shifted. We didn't go to China straight up. We kind of went to Chinatown, you know? Like, Yunhui Summit is a temple, but it's still located in a town where people are still doing shops and stuff.
The loss of TV mode really, I think, put a damper on the whole urban fantasy thing. I don't like the EOS platform segments. I feel like that should be replaced by TV mode puzzles and like to bring a little bit back the magic. So
like I don't completely miss TV mode, but I do feel like it probably fucks up with the pacing of a lot of these stories. Because when you have another giant open area where you can just run around and do shit in, it feels kind of hollow once you've completed everything in the area and you never have to visit it again.
It's a little awkward.
Little awkward. But overall, I thought season 2 was okay. I don't think it hits the highs of season 1. At least not what it attempted to do in 2.5 with the whole Avengers style moment they tried doing in that one.
I know Miyabi knows none of these mother truckers except for probably
Yeah, they
Yishua.
threw Miyabi in there just because she was popular. Yeah, that's pretty much all of our reflections on season 2. Looking forward to season 3. Maybe we'll make a season 3 speculation video after the live stream comes out, which will probably be coming out long before this video actually gets up. Oh, we'll see. But I'm looking forward to the future. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this rambling session of us just going down memory lane and just pinpointing all of our likes and dislikes of season 2 when it comes to these agents. Hopefully you enjoyed, like and subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.